A bit more,
Or to
maybe.
the left. The left.
Wait.
A trap is sprung. Well, it's not a trap if you tell me about it in a title card, friend.
Quickly now, quickly.
Sokka, sneak attacks don't work if you announce them.
That's it. That's the smell. This place reeks of Mako.
Looks like we made it.
Layout's the same as Reactor 1.
Yeah. We're near Mako storage.
Let's move.
He's so cool.
He's a cool guy.
I feel like half of these are sarcastic and half of them are serious.
We just keep saying it. And sometimes it's true and sometimes it's not. We just keep saying he's so cool, she's so cool.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean anything anymore.
But he is so cool. Period.
I feel like Barrett is actually pretty cool.
Barrett is really
And Cloud, like we discussed earlier, Cloud do be cool.
Cloud has the capability to be cool.
Yes.
The only thing that makes him uncool is that he wants to be cool.
Right.
But then again, Barrett does wear sunglasses inside. So maybe
Yeah.
he wants to be cool too.
But he is cool, so that's the difference. Back at it again in another Mako reactor core.
It's the hippest, hoppinest spot in the whole city of Midgar.
The biggest crime that this game ever did was now change my vernacular to call it Mako instead of Mako because it's Mako. And I don't care how they pronounce it.
I don't think
Make
so.
it
I would say like if you'd watched the movie, but I actually don't. I'm not sure that they say it that much in the movie. Because I mean, I used to call it Mako, and I'd watched
In
the
our
movie,
playthrough through the original game, we called it Mako.
I'm next.
and I had
because
definitely watched Advent Children at that point.
Because Mako sharks are real and they are pronounced like Mako shark. Damn, girl!
He did it too. They're just vibing.
Golly.
They're just cool.
Barrett's here to have a good time. Barrett's here to party.
Sheesh.
My name is Barrett, and I like to party. Now let's go around the room and everybody else say something about yourself. Well, my name is Tifa, and I like to party. No, you can't be into partying. That's my thing.
Hey, check it out. They stick this big boy on us, we'd be screwed 6 ways from Sunday.
Mechanized units like these were designed to take out giant monsters. Probably a new prototype. If they do decide to deploy it, then our best bet would be to run like hell.
Oof. Then let's hope he sleeps through the explosion.
He's still being assembled. It's fine.
Were you gonna say
I feel like that's foreshadowing.
What?
And like, make sure you see this big mech man.
I'm gonna ignore those boxes. I'm gonna fight my gamer urge. I'm gonna go into my menu instead. Barrett got a new gun. I'm gonna distract myself with this gamer thing instead of that gamer thing.
Like machine gun.
I'm going cold turkey. I'm not gonna destroy boxes anymore. So he has a new ability called Lifesaver. I'll show off how that works in a couple minutes.
Very, very cool.
I mean, I don't know. I'm about to go in here and just fiddle around with his build for a minute, so I can explain briefly what I'm doing in here. The light machine gun comes with tons of magic attack power-ups. So I'm kind of doing two things with Barrett here. I'm giving him more magic power, and I'm increasing his health and defense. We are going to start using Barrett like the tank that he is meant to be.
Yes.
The magic part isn't necessary. I mean, like, you can build them different ways. The magic part isn't necessarily fundamental. I'm choosing to do that. This gun's good for that. But we've specifically got damage reduction while guarding. The AI does guard, even if you're not playing as them. In fact, the AI is smarter about guarding than the player is typically. So that's a good buff to give him.
Because here's the thing. When you're blocking, you're not attacking.
It's true.
And, when you're not attacking, they're not dying. It's like my mentality with racing games that drive my friends up the wall where I'm like, why would I brake? I'm going slower.
But, yeah, so the ability that Barrett just got is called Lifesaver, which we will demonstrate properly in a few minutes. But it is, obviously, he already got an ability called Steel Skin. We talked about that way back in the first episode, which just increases his resistance to being staggered and increases his defense slightly. Whatchamacallit? Come on, Jacob.
Lifesaver?
Yeah, Lifesaver allows him to basically, if other members of the party are healed, he like zaps some of his own health over to them.
Ooh.
He will heal a portion of damage done to party members at the expense of his own health. So
What a baller move, honestly.
If you build him to have way more health than everybody else, like right now we've only got 1 HP up materia, but if you get a bunch of those and level them up and give him to have an insane amount of health, you can kind of just have him be like a health farm for everybody else in the party, keeping everybody else alive. Maybe not a very polite thing to do, but you know.
I feel like he would be okay with it though.
The mission is the most important.
Yeah,
thing.
absolutely.
He cares about his team.
Yeah.
Just get him to throw that on, throw some regen on him, call it a day.
I could be casting regen, and I'm not, because I have leveled up one of the cure materias enough that I have regen on it. And I don't use it in this episode or the next episode. It's a tragedy, really.
Damn.
These are the things that I would think of if I did multiple takes. I would think about all the stuff that I want to show off. Right now, I am trying to remember where the ability to set a party leader is. It's in battle settings. It took me a minute.
That's fair. I don't think I ever did.
I'm going to use it just a couple of times in upcoming fights just because I wanted to show off particular Barrett and Tifa things. In particular, I gave Barrett, you know, he still has the elemental materia bound to his gun.
Where is everybody?
You mean Shinra? Got spooked and cleared out is my guess. Y'all know who you dealing with?
They know exactly who they're dealing with, Barrett. That's the problem. They know you're not that scary.
Drives another group of weirdos.
Yep, so these guys, we fought when we were in here previously, but we did not actually get to assess them because we didn't have the assessment area yet.
And now we do.
So now we can find out that they're weak to wind, and they're immune to stop magic. That's crazy. We've already killed 19 of them, so I really didn't need to know those things about them in order to be able to take them out. But that's fine.
See ya.
No time to
First
celebrate.
strike. First strike. Let's go.
So now Cloud will have even more. If you look at, like, the next time a battle starts, just whip your eyes down to Cloud's ATB meter, and it will already be full, like, almost to a complete pip.
Very cool.
When the fight just starts, before he's even had to do anything. Tifa, you're getting ahead of us here.
The smell. It takes me back.
She's just taking a look at the Valhalla Blast.
It takes me back to the days of Halo 3.
Echo Mist.
Halo 3, Halo Reach, double XP, baby.
Echo Mist allows you to heal the silenced status effect, which silence prevents you. That's a classic D&D thing, which is you can't say the incantation for a spell if you're silenced. So silence prevents you from casting any magical spells in any Final Fantasy game, and also in, honestly, most RPGs.
You said in, and I was like, in my head I was hearing prevents you from saying the N-word. And I was like,
I mean, it would do that too.
It does do that, but I don't know why you're doing that in D&D.
It's a wild party.
It's the Society of Magical Negroes.
Oh no!
I'm genuinely trying to convince. So my black friend has a daishiki. I'm genuinely trying to convince him to like have that on in a cane and like bring us and a few other, like me and a few other white friends in there with like our arms like bound to him. And he's down for the idea, but I don't know if he actually will or not.
Not gonna commit to the bit, probably.
I want to get like
that's a big bit to commit to.
I want to get like a potato sack and like cut arm holes and a head hole.
Jesus Christ. Oh, no. The full trailer for that came out a couple of days ago. People are very disappointed by the actual premise of the movie. Because like the teaser trailer didn't say anything about what it was going to be about. We don't need to have a whole conversation about this. But
I don't know anything about it.
Let's just say a lot of people were really excited for that movie, and then they said what the movie's actually about, and a lot of people got really unexcited really fast.
I don't know what it's about.
We'll talk about it some other time. We don't need to have a whole conversation about it right now.
Okay. All I know is it doesn't change the fact that I want this to happen.
Anyway,
if it does, I'll take pictures.
So these laser cannons are new. They can shoot purple lasers that stun you, which allowed that sweeper to sweep right over me and knock me right up against the ropes. Damn. But anyway, so when Barrett has the lifesaver activated, it is indicated by it's going to be indicated by a little red dot right over his name down there in the bottom bar. That indicates that he is going to be shooting health over to our teammates whenever they get hurt. Also, you can see his gun crackling with purple electricity because I've got the thunder effect equipped to it. That's the hardest one to spot typically, because like the ice one just has like big ice crystals jutting out of whatever weapon you're using, and the fire one has like a flame trail. The lightning one is the most visually subtle. But these guys are weak to lightning, so I can do lots of damage to them.
Because they're robots.
Except actually not doing a whole lot, because Barret just doesn't do a whole lot of damage. But that's the thing, is even his overcharge attack will still use whatever the elemental affinity slotted in is. If these guys were like susceptible to staggering, like if their gauge went up faster, then Barret having that attached and doing a lot of rapid small attacks can be useful. But these guys are too resistant to it. You need to hit them with an actual spell cast and pressure them before it does anything.
Yeah, just think, a few episodes ago, this encounter gave us a summon.
Yeah, they literally to fight 2 of these guys, they gave us a summon. Now we're fighting 2 of these guys and 2 turrets.
In an enclosed space.
Yep, Yeah, there's no reason for them to give you a freak there, except they wanted you to learn about summoning there.
And you know what? Fine by me.
They wanted you to see how cool it was, so you'd do it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before you forgot about it in your inventory.
Yep. But anyway, plus, I mean, Biggs even like reminds you in a cutscene. He's like, hey, you do have that equipped, right? Jesse gave you one. You need to put that on. You really need to equip that, bro.
They were very proud of their solution to the problem of FF15.
Where summons were just random.
Yeah, where I feel like aside from the like 2 scripted summons, each player was able to summon once or none. I had 1 single summon my entire playthrough.
The gimmick in FF15 is that the summons are deities, and they're Greek deities. They got a mind of their own. They're not at your beck and call, so they'll show up and help you when they feel like it.
The worse you're doing in a fight, the more likely they are to appear. And if you're getting your ass kicked, then for enough time, they will appear.
But, if you're getting your ass kicked in Final Fantasy 15, you just suck!
I mean, honestly. And I recorded it because the one time that I got to summon, it was, outside of the scripted events. It was Titan, and he summoned on the side of, like, a vertice. So, like, his entire summon was, like, going in and out of the world constantly.
Sounds just like Final Fantasy 15.
It was something else. It's a shame because those animations were cool, but it's impossible to see all of them.
Yep. So it took me a second to find the button here, but if you hit R1 when you're in the materia menu, you can look at everybody's materia at the same time.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And you can use, if somebody has something that you want another person to have, you can just go ahead and hit triangle and swap it like so.
Wow.
Interesting.
A little bit faster if you want to manage everybody's. If Barret's got the elemental materia and you want Tifa to have it, instead of removing it from Barret and flipping over to Tifa's menu, you can just do it right there.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Does it give Barret whatever you take off Tifa?
Yep. If you're using the swap, it
literally just swaps. I got you.
Bulletproof vest, does that just give you like physical resist?
Yeah, that's just a little bit more damage. Defense. It just ups his defense stat by like 5% or something like that. It's small, but it's since I'm building Barret as a tank, the accessory he had on was resistance to poison, which is not a problem right now for us. So.
Just give me a big old straw.
Sephiroth. Soldiers. Mako. Shinra. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this!
What?
This is back when Tifa was working at Frontierland at Walt Disney World.
Hey. Soldier Boy.
When he says that, is that a reference in universe?
What?
Does Soldier Boy exist? Did
You.
he do the Soldier Boy?
Perhaps we'll find out in the next game. Maybe Soldier Boy will be in there. Maybe he will be playing like a Game Boy, like a handheld, and it's just the Soldier Boy.
I'm not close enough to hit the button. Still not close enough. Still not. There we go.
Excellent.
How much time we need?
Got all the time in the world. This one comes with a remote detonator.
How did he do that when he waved his hand at
He's
it?
so good.
Jesse.
We withdraw to a safe distance. Then, kaboom!
Safe distance?
What? No such thing.
I don't know, compared to last time, not really.
We get out the same way we got in. Let's double back.
We were talking about Looney Tunes movies earlier, and I really like that in a second here, Cloud, Barrett, and Tifa are thwarted by a Looney Tunes maneuver.
Where you going?
Weirdly perfect timing.
Wait a minute. Is someone watching?
No!
Yeah?
On the day of a full-blown, of a terrorist bomb threat, somebody's watching the security cameras in one of the locations that the terrorists threatened to bomb.
That's downright crazy.
Greetings, my dear sewer.
You know, it's good to know that he enjoys his job, at least.
That's true.
He likes what he's doing.
Populous engagement.
You may not agree with what he's doing, but, you know, at least you know what he's thinking.
Bid you welcome.
The chief warmonger.
You should be flattered. Right now, you command the undivided attention of every soul in Midgard.
Huh? What is this?
Breaking news from Mako Reactor 5. Shinra has confirmed the reactor to be the target of the bomb threat issued by the terrorist group Avalanche. Members of the group were observed entering the facility, and security is currently sweeping it for explosive devices. We now go live to the scene.
I'm here in the Sector 5 Undercity. Having confirmed the terrorist target, the Shinra Emergency Operations Center has issued an evacuation advisory. Residents are outraged that the tragedy of Mako Reactor 1 was only the first attack in a campaign of violence.
President Shinra has issued a statement providing assurances that the terrorists will soon be brought to justice.
And so, to a people beset by chaos and uncertainty, we will offer the finest comfort, bread and circus.
The big boy.
Give you Shinra's latest triumph of technology, the Airbuster, your executioner.
I like that, like Heidegger knows. Like, I've got the hologram technology. I need to gesticulate. I need to move a lot.
Yes.
I'm not really taking advantage of this 3D imaging if I don't.
Is only 60% operational. The estimates were optimistic.
I'm on air! To the imbecile in charge down there, you are hereby ordered to seize those intruders and bring them to me.
Oh my God! It's the Uchihas. So I've given Tifa fire elemental attack right now. Human enemies, as I said, typically weak to fire attacks. She's got fists of fury now.
Hell yes.
So we have encountered the normal shock troopers, but we didn't get to assess them previously. There's also now the elite shock trooper. He's like the other elite trooper that's red and like unusually tough compared to the guys who look just like him. This guy's a lot tougher, and he will jump and pin himself to a wall or ceiling, and then shoot a big laser at you that can stun you. I don't do this fight very well because I was kind of more focused on just like punching and showing off Tifa's fire fists than like playing the fight well. So Tifa almost gets killed, but don't worry about it. It's fine. She'll be okay.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
It's true. It's true.
Don't worry about the red vignette. It's fine.
I
Everything's
definitely,
okay.
if I'd had time, I probably would have replayed this chapter and gotten another take. But it's too late now.
She's fine.
We're doing it live, even though this isn't live.
Nope.
But it's kind of live. Not the
He's
footage, but
also
what we're
fine.
doing.
Well, what we were doing is always as opposed to how can this be less live? What if I
But
voice
it's not-
mixed this?
But it's not live.
What if I said I sentence mixed a whole episode of a playthrough? I've got enough of us at this point. I probably could.
could.
I've got hundreds of hours of us talking.
We played right into Shinra's hands.
No.
Yeah, and their bullshit news is already peddling that false news.
The narrative that you were going to plant a bomb
And
in
blow
their
it up.
reactor and detonate the bomb?
No, hell no!
Attention, all security forces.
They want to turn this into a spectacle? Then I say let's give them one.
And bring them to the
Let's
command
take down
center
Shinra's big-ass neck in front of everybody.
Okay. I'm sold.
Cloud likes fighting.
Who can blame him?
So Cloud, who just said if that shit turns on, our plan is to run like hell. He's like, but
Yeah,
actually,
well.
if somebody's watching, I'll do it.
It's
though.
only at 60%.
If girls are watching, I'll do it.
And
yes, Joey is correct. Somebody did tell Heidegger
Yeah.
over the. It's only at 60% op. It's only at 60%
and
functional
also,
capacity.
100% girls are watching. Not just Tifa, but like the majority.
All the girls, assuming there's a live feed, they will probably. I mean, listen. All I'm saying is, any self-respecting propagandist would not show a live feed.
You're right.
Of what people are up to. They would show an edited feed later. I
Well,
think
also
even
the
if
footage that they showed earlier was from the first bombing.
Yes, they literally
so-
showed tape from the first bombing. So I think if the robot kills us, we're on TV. If we kill the robot, we're not on TV.
Yeah.
There might be some actors wearing very spiky wigs getting killed by a robot on TV.
The robot heroically sacrificed itself for the greater cause.
Subdue the insurgents and bring them to the command center.
I can't resist the boxes. One of these days, I'll learn to ignore them.
Lesson.
I gotta hit the button though. This door doesn't open automatically. I gotta hit it.
Damn. Just cut it open.
Cloud has to keep the. That's disrespecting the blade, Joey. This is not worthy of his blade.
Bring them to the command center right now.
It's ready, sir.
Is it?
I think the specific component that they're responsible for is ready to be shipped to put into the robot, which is not ready. That dude looked really happy with himself that he was sending that component off down that pneumatic tube.
Not for long.
I swapped around and gave Cloud the fire sword now.
Woo!
Very cool.
Triple Slash was one of my favorites just because it's very good for crowd control.
Triple Slash in mob fights against guys with not a lot of health will just delete the fight very often.
Yep. Potion? No, sir. Oh, it didn't even matter.
All clear. Now let's see what these bastards were up to.
Tifa's on it. She's sprinting.
Barrett, Cloud, over here. It looks like a few of its components are still in transit.
We'll see about that.
Could tamper a little with its loadout.
And give ourselves an edge?
There should be a console somewhere.
This the console you talking about?
So this is a neat dungeon because the dungeon is about like customizing the boss fight. There's like this one in particular we have to like get rid of a specific thing, but basically you can make choices about which aspects of the robot's build to sabotage, and it will change the way that the boss fight plays.
That's wild. That is
It's really
so
neat,
cool.
especially given the nature of this fight in the original game, which was who remembers it.
Good job. Now let's check out that console.
M units, huh? I'm guessing that's some sort of component?
Yep. An enhancement powered by liquefied materia.
Sounds bad.
Pretty sure I can divert this unit for disposal.
So the M units, they force you to get one here. The M units are useless. Will reduce the number of items it has at its disposal. The Airbuster doesn't use items. Does not affect the Airbuster's tactical performance. Collecting discarded items can give your party a much needed boost in the fight. Basically, if we collect an M unit afterwards, it gives the party items. For reasons that we will discuss later, it ain't worth it. You have to do this first one. It's like a tax. It would have been too strong if you had just picked the other two things you could have gotten rid of. So they make you get rid of one M unit instead of giving you a choice here. We'll talk about the other things you can get rid of in a few minutes, because right now we're only allowed to pick M unit.
Right. Let's move.
I was curious about what happened if you touch the computer again. It just says it's going. I was like, why is there still a prompt? That surprised me.
Oh, and the board's changed.
Yep. I'll stop and show that properly in a little bit. But yeah, the display does show which components you have diverted.
You think they're watching us? Even now?
No.
Almost certainly.
They're just leaving you guys to
Nothing we
it.
can do about it. Except smile for the folks at home.
Again, Barrett, I don't think they're just channeling security footage of you killing all of their elite security forces straight to CNN.
I think
I don't know.
Shinra is definitely watching a
yeah, sure,
live
obviously,
feed,
but
but they're
yeah,
not broadcasting.
There was a live feed of your actions in Metal Wolf Chaos.
There was, yeah. All your evil actions. No, in fact, they said we're reporting live from the scene, and then they immediately said we're here in the Sector 5 slums.
Yeah.
That's not the scene.
No. I was confused.
It's hard to spot now in those last cutscenes, but we will see later. The news network is literally called SNN. It's the Shinra News Network. I mean, this shouldn't surprise anybody at this point. As discussed, they own everything.
Yes.
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
They also aren't disguising it in any way, shape, or form.
No. Well, why would they disguise it when they sell such great products?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you like your Shinra TV and your Shinra computer and your Shinra air conditioner?
I guess.
They make so many great products, Aiden.
Yeah,
How can you have a problem with Shinra?
Look at all those mutated critters that they've made.
Intruders! Seize them!
Nah, they're going away now.
I would hate.
No, I guess they didn't make like the were-rats. It was a byproduct.
So this is really funny. That dude is immune to damage because he's still talking on the radio and sending that last component off. Well, he's not immune. He just gets down to 1 HP until he's freed from the console. There are, in pretty much every single one of these rooms that you go into, you will find there will be a guy who is feverishly working at a console to send something off, and they're on the radio. Like, copy, we'll hold them as long as we can. If you run over to them, they'll reduce them to 1 HP, and they'll just keep typing at the computer until they finish.
Strongest Shinra employee.
What does an AI programming core do?
Increases processing power dedicated to motor function computation. Makes it move real quick.
A real quick giant robot, huh? That doesn't sound good. Anyway, we should weigh our options carefully.
So even though the cutscene says it makes it move faster, it specifically says here it reduces the frequency with which it fires its finger beams.
Fingers.
Because it has laser beams that come from its fingers. That's topical.
Just like Master Hand.
The finger beams, as it said there, have a pretty good chance of stunning party members. We also got these.
Console talks about big bomber shells. You acquainted?
We call them BBs. One's enough to blow you to hell and back.
Could divert them and give it a couple less shots to take us out. Make the call.
Big bomber shells it's a little bit more direct. The cutscene says what it is. It can shoot a big bomb at you. The thing is that the fingers and the bombs are kind of intertwined because the way that this boss behaves is if it manages to stun one of your party members with its finger lasers, then it's more likely to shoot one of the bomber shells at you. They do a lot of damage. If you're not at max health, there's a decent chance of it getting you into the red or killing you. However, we just diverted one of its bombs, so it can shoot fewer at us now.
So is it not...
I'm guessing.
That's so.
I guess you can get stunned either way.
And programming cores might be valuable enough to warrant.
Yeah, I think it just reduces the frequency.
The big bomber shells reduces the frequency, and I believe also like the damage output. Like he shoots fewer bombs when he shoots the bombs. And the finger beam, if you get rid of the AI programming course, that means it shoots the attack that has the chance to stun less. I think
so. It can still do okay.
It can still do it. It just shoots the attack less. I think if you get rid of all 4 AI programming cores, I think it can't do the stun attack anymore. But I don't know because I've never gotten rid of all of the AI programming cores. I prefer to get rid of the big bomber shells.
That's fair.
Okay, listen up, y'all. Everything Shinra has told you is a goddamn lie. Mako is the lifeblood of our planet. Those greedy bastards are bleeding it dry. Y'all gotta rise up.
Barrett, who are you talking to?
Voices, dude.
People, put me on TV. I'm gonna drop some truth.
Thousand Gil says they cut the sound.
No, so I am going to get rid of a couple of the AI cores, but I prefer to get rid of the bombs. Also because, as they just talked a second ago, it's not just about affecting the boss fight. Barrett speculated where these things we're diverting going. We can go and pick up the things that we're getting rid of later. We can collect them for ourselves.
Okay, so that's cooler, for sure, absolutely.
Yes, I prefer because the AI cores don't do anything. You can just sell them for money.
Okay.
The big bombers are basically they're just grenades where your grenades do like set 200 damage. Big bomber shells we can throw like grenades and they do set 500 damage.
Woo!
Okay.
I guess in my brain, prior to the you can get the bombs, so that seems now like the absolutely do that because it's cooler. My brain is like, if the issue is the combination stunning and then getting bombed, why wouldn't you stop the stunning?
I don't know if you can, like I said, I think if you get all of them, you can stop that attack from happening, but I don't know because I've never run it that way. Also, really important to note here, in this room, with those things, you can find another key card.
Yahoo!
You can find a spare key card. In the next room where you're going to have consoles, there are multiple consoles, but there's only one key card in the room. But if you find that spare key card...
You can do both.
You can do both. You can divert a few extra things. I shouldn't have used that Cura. I had almost no magic left.
I see that. Gonna have to dock some points.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Sloppy. I shot all this stuff yesterday. I hadn't played this game in a year.
Especially when you got all those potions.
I hadn't played the game, period. I hadn't played this part of the game like since the game came out. Because I didn't get this far taping stuff when I was prepping to do this with Aiden 2 years ago. So I haven't gone through this since I played it on hard mode in 2020.
Ooh, kick their ass.
That was more than 2 years ago at this point.
Oh yeah, you're right. Us planning to film was the beginning of 2021.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's more than 2 years ago now.
Dang.
I guess I was thinking calendar year, but whatever. Don't worry about it.
Jeez, that feels way longer ago, though. Honestly.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
I'll hit him before he hits the ground.
Yeah, I thought I'd just leave my friends to take him out, and I would get that guy instead.
Sacrificing cool points as well.
I know.
Oof. I don't know, man. This is not going to have high marks by the end of this episode.
It's a whole playthrough's a travesty.
Well, since the game won't rate your combat, I'm having to do it.
I mean, I appreciate you keeping it real, Joey. Somebody's got to hold me accountable.
What are we doing?
Looking for key cards.
Excellent.
I was like, why are we just running in circles?
I don't understand how these key cards are one-time use, but it is what it is.
Don't worry about it. I love
Every
that the
day
AI
when you
cores
clock
are
in.
just very large hard drives. Like, you don't... Shinra,
What are you thinking?
when the thing is larger, like, the lines of code aren't, like, don't take up more space. Like, a line of code to control a small thing is the same as a line of code to control a large thing.
You're assuming that computers work the same in this world.
I suppose you're right.
What if it's made with Mako technology?
That should slow them down some.
Do.
Feel like scrapping some BBs?
I do.
Hurry up and decide what you want to get rid of. It's past time we taught Shinra a lesson.
Damn, I will if you just let me do it.
That is my complaint here. Once we've been tutorialized on this, just make it snappy. I don't need to see each of them comment on it, and I especially don't need to see the cutscene of the arm taking the capsule away after the computer tells me what's happened.
Yeah.
This is like a solid 40 seconds of my life that I'm never getting back, and I lost it yesterday, now I'm losing it again.
Yeah.
You lost it twice when this game first came out.
It's true. It was fine the first time. Show me what's going on the first time. After that, you don't need to devote that kind of time to it. Why does opening the door require that much typing?
Tell you what, I ain't never looked forward to an execution.
You have to type in door open, enter.
You don't say.
We're about to make fools out of Shinra while the whole damn city's watching. Times like these, you gotta savor.
Oh no, if you're about to ask me to dance, then don't.
Come on, don't be shy. How about you, Cloud?
I think I know his answer.
I don't dance.
How did I know he was gonna say that?
He's just like me, for real, for real.
A real gamer representation here in this Final Fantasy VII.
The crate you can actually get excited about.
Yep, because it's purple.
That means there's a weapon in it, right?
Yep.
We talked about that earlier. Is that for Tifa?
And there was nothing in the crates. Yes, that's a new weapon for Tifa, which I'm not going to put on her right away because I haven't finished unlocking her ability for the metal knuckles yet.
That's fair.
Still a little ways away from mastering overpower, so we're gonna keep the metal knuckles on her for a little while longer.
Damn, you didn't even preview it for us.
Nope.
You just saw it was there. It showed us that it was there.
We'll loop back to it in just a minute. Don't worry, Joey.
We're gonna get to the battle right now. We're goal focused, goal oriented.
B5, this is engineering. You need to pick up the pace. We're running dangerously low on components because of those terrorists.
Copy.
You're gonna watch me in this fight try to perform overpower with Tifa, and enemy dies too fast.
Damn.
Specifically, the thing you have to, because the proficiency with each ability isn't just like do it, it's typically like do it in a particular way. With Tifa's, it is you have to use overpower and then land a melee string after, because that's like the point of it. But here this dude just dies when I use it.
Damn.
I guess he couldn't handle the neutron style.
Come on, y'all. Let's see what kind of...
I agree, Barrett. Bunch of pushovers. That box is a pushover. Because I pushed it over.
Never enough keycards.
This area does not seem efficiently laid out, like for setting up this bomber.
Okay, no, I'm just thinking to myself, there's no way that getting rid of all the AI cores disables that attack, because I do get rid of all of the big bombers on this playthrough, and he does still use the attack during the fight. So no, it doesn't prevent it from happening. It just drastically reduces the frequency with which it happens.
Gotcha.
Programming core flagged for disposal.
I know. Can we hurry it up?
I was thinking the same thing.
I'm glad you were thinking the same thing, Tifa. But I didn't need your approval. You see, I'm a soldier. Ex-soldier. First class.
First class.
I know what I'm up to. I know what I'm doing.
Big bomber shells. We should divert them if you think it'll improve our odds.
Sure.
I do, Barrett. Let's move it along.
I guess it just doesn't give you the card back, it just eats it.
Yep, it eats the card.
It's not efficient at all.
When you clock in every day, they hand you a stack of them. You use them throughout the day like Chuck E. Cheese tickets.
Exactly. It needs to make the noise like the ticket cruncher.
And not only like if you come out of the office and you haven't used all your cards, your pay gets docked because you weren't working hard enough.
Damn.
But see, it has the unfortunate effect of if you use all your cards at the beginning of the day, then you can just quickly spam all your cards out, and then you can sit around and your supervisor can't do anything about it. I used all my cards.
Sorry.
It's a really bad system.
You gonna give me some of your cards?
Yeah.
I feel like they would.
Yeah.
I feel like they would.
Then
in
I would
fact.
just report him to upper management.
We should be good.
I'd narc on him.
Yeah, and then I would be the middle manager.
Exactly.
Right.
And I'd have a sick house in the slums.
An alright suit though.
It is a pretty good suit.
Don't screw this up.
Who are you talking to?
He's
Mike?
screaming.
He's talking to myself. In fact, when you said, who are you talking to right now? Barrett was saying, as you said that, are you talking to yourself again? We are going to see one of these dudes do the, cling to the ceiling, shoot a big laser in this fight, and it's going to hurt a good bit, but that's okay.
Weapon ability unlocked.
Got overpowered.
You defeated.
Bring it home.
Taking over. Steady.
Come on, go ahead. Hit me with the counter. Or maybe it's not this fight. I know at some point I fought one of these elite shock troopers and he does his big move. Yeah, well, it wasn't that guy, because that guy died. Good for you, Barrett.
The voice of an angel.
Going to find some treasure.
Ooh.
Pretty.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember the neurons blasting
Focus
when I got
strike
this.
is nuts.
Focus Strike is nuts. This thing has default 4 slots, 2 of them being linked.
Yep.
I was like, oh, yeah.
So that's great. But the other thing we got in here is we got a lot of upgrades to Tifa's speed stat, which in this game determines how fast her ATB gauge fills.
Okay.
Which is very good.
So Focused Strike, if you're keeping track... Oh, there's all, guys, I'll talk about this first. Look at all this.
Yes.
Damage types by element.
That's pretty cool.
So if she's doing lightning attacks, including if we have elemental materia and lightning slotted, that ups that damage output.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can get 5% increases for specific elements, but then you can go over here and you can get specifically elemental materia damage output up by 10%.
Wow.
We're about to fight a big robot which is weak to lightning.
Yeah.
We can also just buy some attack power upgrades, and like I said, there were a couple of speed upgrades. Speed just increases how fast your ATB gauge
I
fills.
want to say I used these gloves for a good portion of the game.
These are...
Obviously, when I got new ones, I'd get the ability, but then I'd just swap back.
Not only are these really good not only is this a really good kit for her, they also just look cool.
They do. They look sick.
They're like white with the blue highlight and feathers on them.
Sonic Strikers is just...
It's because it's got Sonic
Aiden,
in the
you
name.
just popped really bad over there,
That was
didn't you?
definitely the chair.
Oh, it was the chair?
It was
Okay.
not
I thought that
me.
was you shifting and popping your spine.
I think I can pop some stuff if you'd like.
Yeah, go ahead. That's kind of weak by your standards, Joey.
Well, it's because I've been popping already.
Here, hold on. Let me see what I can do. There we go.
That's all right.
Oh, that's not the one with the feathers. My bad. The ones she gets with feathers is later. This one's just white with the blue.
But I like it.
Yeah, it's still cool.
For my body's sake, I am trying to pop less.
Uh-huh.
Because popping my neck has apparently, it relieves pain, but it's been doing other wonky stuff that,
well, you got other problems with your neck in the first place.
Yeah. So I don't even know that we, really discussed the fact that I had, weird nerve stuff happening.
I don't think you've talked to me about having nerve damage, apparently.
Well, it's mostly fixed now.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah. Basically, so, I'll explain it to you in the, breakdown, explain to me like I'm 5 explanation that I got. If your spinal cord is spaghetti, it is wrapped in not all the way solidified jello, and then that is wrapped in a little too well done steak, and that's inside your your spines and stuff.
She's making me hungry.
And if you do dumb stuff like pop your neck or have weird shaped spine and other things that I've got going on in mine, that jello can leak out of the steak a little bit. Okay. And if it leaks out and pokes the nerve running down your arm, it'll make your fingers tingle.
I see.
And you gotta do specific exercises to scoop the jello back in.
Nice.
Yep. So my fingers don't tingle anymore.
Well, that's good. At least.
Yeah.
So that cutscene there does change depending on what things you have or haven't gotten rid of. Since we prioritized getting BBs, that dude said we're running short on them, but we're trying to find some more.
Okay, cool.
That dude got smoked.
If you more evenly pick stuff out, they just say we're still missing a lot of components. But if you really mainline getting rid of one thing or another thing, they do comment on it.
That's cool.
So these guys are new enemies, who I almost forgot to assess, but I don't. These are elite riot troopers because they have spikes on the front of their riot shields for peacekeeping purposes.
I got your number.
But you beat them the same way you beat the other guys. They got a bit more health, but they don't like fire magic very much. Just like their friends.
I'm taking you down.
Oh, you're gonna come take me down? Okay.
Let's see about that.
Fire! Nope.
Damn, he got killed hard.
Y'all never had a chance.
Hey guys.
Hey.
That's our final assessment. This is the little screen when you get to the end of the new version of Test Track at Epcot.
Looks like a performance assessment, don't you think?
It is what it looks like in the theme park sense of a performance test.
As we stay focused, we'll be fine. We can do this.
For real though, we need to talk victory poses. Something coordinated for the live on camera finish. Could blow up big, start a new trend.
Cloud, have you heard of TikTok? I'll let my Marlene play with my phone for 5 minutes, and I came back and she was looking at somebody doing some kind of dance. I didn't understand it, but it was funny.
There was this lady, and she kept talking about ice cream, and I didn't quite get it because she wasn't actually eating any ice cream.
Back up that pipe.
Keep looking.
I feel like Cloud would be into the like. We would look so cool if we did that.
I don't know, because he can't seem like he cares.
But
No,
he
he
knows
would-
that
in
if
his
we
heart,
talked about it, it wouldn't be cool.
Well, that's the thing is, he would believe it, but he would not agree with him about it.
He'd have to do it begrudgingly. On the inside, he would believe in the coolness of it, but he had to seem like he didn't care.
Yeah, and here's the thing: he'd be like, "That's lame," but then he'd be thinking about his pose, and then when the fight's over, he would do a cool pose.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "What are you talking about? That's just what I do."
That's just how I stand when I finish a fight.
But then it won't be coordinated. Like they're not all going together though. And that would be way cooler.
So this guy, we're gonna beat him before he can do anything too crazy. But this dude has a couple of really bad things in his kit. First things first, don't attack him with magic. He doesn't like it when you attack him with magic. He'll do big mean attacks, instantly countering if you try to use lightning on him. Another thing is after you pressure him and stagger him, if you don't kill him, he will freak out and stick his buzzsaw arms out and just start spinning around
Love
and darting
that.
around the field like a hockey puck. So just kill him before he can do that, though, is the solution.
Yeah.
Just kill him fast.
Just don't
Beat
let
his
him.
ass.
So the thing about Focused Strike is, it is like a focused shot and focused thrust for the other guys. It's designed to increase the ATB meter, right? However, watch the ATB meter when Tifa performs Focused Strike. It takes 1 pip, right? Just like all our other moves. Oh, never mind, I don't do it here, my bad. I'll do it again in a few minutes. I know I demonstrated in some fight that's coming up here. But Focused Strike behaves differently from other focused moves. It doesn't fill up the gauge nearly as much as Cloud's and Barrett's do. But that's because it does something else that I'll point out when we get to see it again in a minute here.
A real subtle invitation.
We were gonna spring the trap anyway.
No more laser traps.
I'm ignoring those boxes.
Damn.
I have learned my lesson. I am no longer touching the boxes. I don't need them. They contain nothing of value for me. I'm going cold turkey.
You know, most players stop opening boxes right before they find a big jackpot.
It's true. It's true. 90% of players stop opening boxes before they get the really good item.
Son of a bitch. Okay, maybe just this once.
Maybe just this one.
Maybe just this once. I'll double check this room for boxes. No, I'm gonna ignore those. We're not opening those boxes.
What a whole damn city watches.
We give it our all and we'll win.
Where are they taking him? Aren't we supposed to fight that man?
Yeah. They're taking it to the right place.
They're gonna make us destroy
No, wait,
the
hold
city?
on. If I was a game designer and they made me look at that thing, I would have hidden a chest where I wasn't looking, but there wasn't a chest.
This is not a real video game. Because it's not turn-based, so this game sucks.
I wish there were no chests in this game. I wish I could just run through. I wish like there's an action game with some open areas and side quests and light RPG elements and heavy materia customization.
All of us, no exceptions.
Love the confidence.
We don't want to disappoint Marlene. That goes for you too, Cloud. Right?
You'd better give her a big old smile this time.
If the price is right.
Aww. Barrett likes him now. They're all friends now.
Woo! Another door.
Doors! Cloud, do your thing. Open the door.
What? Open it already.
It's locked down.
Is there any way we can get it open?
Yeah, from that room over there.
I opened a different door.
Why does everything have to be so damn complicated?
You know, the faulty equipment storeroom's that way too.
Do you think we'll find the components we diverted there?
It's like a treasure vault. Woo! I like the sound of that.
So, this is
So how do we do
A
this?
really, really dumb minigame from the original game.
Move the levers at the same
Which,
time.
Joe, you'll probably remember in our playthrough, we were stuck laughing at and screaming for a really long time. Where you have to, everybody has to hit, in the original game, a big button at the same time. But because it's the little polygons from 1997, it's just they all like lift their hands up and slam them down on a desk at the same time. And the idea is you have to try and press the button at the same time as everybody else is doing it.
Follow my lead.
So how good were you at doing this?
Have it your way.
I don't know.
Okay, pay attention, you two. 3, 2, 1.
Now you control Cloud and Barrett left and right with the left and right sticks.
Hell yeah!
We really did it! Great timing. Right on the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No high five.
Damn.
I'm too cool for that.
Tucked away in that vault.
Maybe Cloud,
What if I miss? I would be so uncool.
maybe Cloud doesn't know how. Maybe they don't high five in Soldier.
Yeah, because if they miss, they would be so uncool.
True.
That's right.
What's the catch?
Need to bypass a high-level security lock.
Different from the other one?
Same deal. But we gotta do it several times.
Oh man, now it's a high security
No
lock.
problem.
Yeah, let's try.
So, that last scene, you can see the little purple marker and the discovery thing up in the corner. That was what I was talking about earlier, for like optional things that aren't side quests in the traditional sense.
Okay, guys.
Delta level security.
You know what we have to do.
Copy me?
No, Tifa leads.
Tifa does a pretty good job of actually counting us down on this.
Girl.
Gotta get past level 1 first, right? 3, 2, 1.
Alpha level security. Disengage.
That was great, you guys.
So they got the big celebratory cutscene a second ago because I did it on the first try. If you had failed that a bunch, they get like increasingly aggravated with each other.
Oh yeah.
Like there are not only just like dialogue as you repeatedly fail, but there are different cutscenes depending on how many times you fail.
Wow.
Ain't nothing I love more than sticking it to Shinra, and beating their security system.
Steady, guys. 3, 2, 1.
So in addition to Tifa counting you down, the little arrows flash orange. That you're supposed to make the input right when they flash orange.
It's because they knew how BS it was the first time around.
3, 2, 1. Breathe when I breathe. We got this.
The tension's
3,
killing me.
2, 1.
Shit!
Shake it off. 3, 2, 1.
Only one take.
Don't
Only one take. I didn't retake it.
You did so good up to the last
gonna
one,
say-
too.
I wasn't sure if this was a bit or not.
No, this is just me failing. I would have much rather gotten them like Barrett being super like, woo, we did it, about flipping some switches.
2.
But I just couldn't.
All right.
Yippee!
And I am not putting in I'm putting in effort on bonuses for certain things, but I'm not putting in the effort to go back and replay that like 17 times to get all the variations.
Making us jump through hoops to steal your shit.
Didn't take as long as I expected.
Damn.
Likewise. You made it easy.
That was an acceptable threshold of failure to not be
I put my heart and soul
chastised.
into those countdowns.
I bet you did, Tifa.
I'm sure she did, though, honestly.
So now we can collect
Yeah.
Shinra's stuff. And it rolls out in little gachapon containers.
Score. It's just like Cloud said.
It's like
This ain't a
Christmas.
job well done, Soldier One. I say take everything that ain't nailed down.
So the AI cores don't do anything gameplay-wise. You just, I think they sell for 500 gil each. So it's just free money.
Yeah, not a lot, but
The
it
big
is.
bomber cores, like I said, the big bombers, like I said, are well, hold on. So this is the M unit. 2 ethers.
Great.
Yeah.
Imagine diverting those instead. They don't
Hey.
affect the fight, and you just get random healing items.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Guess what I did? in my
Did you
video
divert
right
all the M units?
there? Because it's item. Well, here's the thing. It doesn't do anything to the fight, and it's like, it's just loot. And I was like, okay, well, I can handle a hard fight if it means getting better loot.
They tricked you. They lied.
They lied to me.
See, I thought it would be like during the fight, it would malfunction and throw you stuff you could use.
That'd be funny.
That's how I interpreted it, which obviously also was incorrect.
What material did you just pick up?
What did I just pick up?
It was purple.
I think it was MP up. No, sorry, not MP up. Magic up.
Like magic damage?
MP up increases, like how much MP your character has. Like the stat. Magic up increases. Yeah, that was exactly what I got right there. Magic up. Magic up increases magic attack power.
Oh,
it
that's
actually makes
cool.
the effects more damaging.
That is when as soon as you get that, you throw that on to start
and it
leveling.
never comes off.
Never once.
Need to level that up. So I put that on Cloud because Cloud has our fully leveled lightning materia. So he can be casting the higher level lightning spells and doing right now only 10% more damage, but that's something.
Yep.
Hey, it's more.
Something's more than nothing.
And I went ahead just for shits and giggles. I threw the auto cure on Tifa since we're going into a boss fight.
Sure.
So if I'd had time,
auto cure work in the hard mode?
I think it just works the same.
Okay. Oh, because it's the spell, it's not items. Okay.
But yeah, so if I'd had time to edit these episodes, which I did not, I would have included at this point another music flashback to 1997. Because Aiden, as we've discussed, this has been expanded significantly from the original game.
Right.
So far in the original game, the only real boss fight we would have fought would have been the Scorpion back in the first reactor.
Oh, wow.
And for that fight, it plays just like the bombing mission fight music. The Airbuster is the first boss fight other than that in the original game, and it is thus the first boss fight where the standard boss fight theme of FF7 plays, a theme called "Those Who Fight Further." Or I believe that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Because the normal theme is called, the normal fight theme is called "Let the Battles Begin." Pretty sure the boss fight theme is called "Those Who Fight." I could be mistaken.
A potion.
We've obviously fought a number of bosses already, and the Airbuster in the original game, like Joey commented, is a pretty forgettable boss fight. He's just kind of a loser robot who you beat in like 2 seconds. But because he was the first boss where the iconic boss music plays, they waited until this fight to play the Final Fantasy VII boss music. Up until now, we've been hearing remixes of other themes. Why are they magnetized to each other? Oh, they're free! Oh, they're back together now. And also because they waited until now to do the main boss theme, they also gave this fight a big, big glow up.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Oh, the eyes of one who has bathed in Mako, which would make you a soldier.
Ex-soldier.
Once a soldier, always a soldier. Though not, alas, for very long. Accelerated cellular degradation being the most common cause of death by far. This is classified, of course, but every soldier knows the truth.
That's right.
It's a really rude way for your girlfriend to find out you got cancer.
Yeah.
They haven't even gone on their first date yet.
You strike me as the type to go on without head.
Ain't enough hours in the day to hold you to account for all your crimes.
And what a wasteful indulgence it would be, even if there were.
Okay then. Let's talk about
Wasteful indulgences. What is Mako? The life stream. The lifeblood of the planet. Our planet.
But Shinra keeps on slurping it up like a thirsty dog. What do you think's gonna happen if you don't stop, huh?
We do indeed keep on slurping it up, as you say, but for whose benefit?
Why did he repeat that part?
The true nature of Mako is known to one and all, yet the people willfully turn a blind eye to the costs. As you must surely be aware.
Don't you dare try to put this on us! If anyone's going along with your plans, it's 'cause you brainwashed them!
Such methods are beneath me.
I'm not sure about that, actually.
I was about to say, like, it's like, what, because, you let the person who runs your state-owned news network do it for you? Like...
Henceforth allies of wicked Wutai, our sworn enemy. Thank you for stoking our people's patriotic fervor.
Wu-Tang! The hell we are!
You still don't understand your role in this.
What are they doing?
Don't you see? You fools were never in control. Never anything but pawns in our plans to sound great and glorious war to the people. And your instruments of insurrection will detonate. When we so choose.
What I really love about that is that their bomb, like we know, won't do anything.
Yes.
Now let us raise the curtain on our main event.
Like rigging Avalanche's little block of C4 is immaterial to the detonation of the plant.
The trial of the eco-extremist group Avalanche. Terrorists conspired with Mutai against Midgard. Your guilt is undeniable. Your punishment, death.
Why did it bounce off of the hologram?
Shh, no, it didn't. I'm sick of all of this.
It's just like when I failed you.
Cloud, get your head in the game. We're counting on you, man.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. You guys good to go?
Are those the lightning bombs you were talking about?
No, those are not the those are not the finger lasers. The
finger lasers do lightning damage.
Oh, you're talking about the things that you can make
heal.
me and myself. No, I'm thinking of a different fight.
Oh, okay.
So, I haven't talked about it too much yet, but when you're casting like higher level magic spells, if you're casting like the first level, a fire or a thunder, it comes out a lot faster compared to a Thundara or a Thundaga, right? However, this dude has a bunch of big, heavily telegraphed attacks that he charges up for a long time. So you can, like, just know when he's going to do one of them, and you can hit him with a really, really strong thunder attack. And he can't really stop you.
Keep it up.
First, we gotta up his stagger percentage, and then we gotta hit him with big attacks so we can get him onto his next phase real fast. Because we kind of rinsed him here.
It's because we diverted all of his stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, at this point, he always stops and shoots a big laser down this down that kind of T junction. So if you're just not standing in the way, I can just have Cloud stand still and cast the strongest spell. He's not gonna do anything about it.
Hell yeah. Buzz off.
Damn, that thing's
Too close. We need to come up with a plan.
Maybe don't fight him up on this narrow ass corridor.
Well, I mean, they don't really have a choice. That's where they brought the fight to us, man. So at this point, he sends his little hands out, and you want to go fight his hands on their own terms, even though I kind of screw up with the lock on for a minute here because he shoots the tank buster again. And if you do run back over and try and attack the main robot, which I think Tifa's going to go and try to do here, the hands will like fly over and create a laser grid blocking you from getting to the Airbuster. So it's better to come over here and just fight one of the hands on their own terms.
Yeah.
He's about to use the big bomber move. It's too late for me to get anybody out of the way, though. That's one of the shells coming in, and it's going to hit Cloud. Watch Cloud's health.
Whoa. And you fully removed them too, didn't you?
Uh-huh. Again, I don't remember if it reduces the damage. I think it just reduces the frequency with which he can perform it. But I don't know for sure.
You thought about it. You thought about using regen right there.
I did, and I was like, that's not going to be fast enough. No regen in this episode. I'm sorry, guys.
And Heidegger's just chilling up there watching.
I love how much fun Heidegger's having. Like he doesn't need to be here.
No,
he doesn't need to.
He didn't need to be like talk to us or anything.
Yeah, he could just be watching like over the drones. He doesn't need to also be physically present, but he really like he takes pride in what he does. He wants the owner's mark on what's happening right now.
Woo!
So the thing about Focus Shot, I don't think I had the opportunity to point this out in previous episodes, is that Focus Shot can take 1 pip, but if Barret has a full 2 pips, then Focus Shot will cost 2 and it will do more damage.
Okay.
There are a couple of moves like that in the game. Not a ton, but Focus Shot is one of them. Alrighty, so now I'm actually going to demonstrate how Tifa's stupid thing works.
Yes.
If I can actually get my head in the game. Pretty sure I do it here anyway.
Well, we will find out.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to assess. That was what I was doing here. I was like, oh crap, I gotta assess the guy before, I beat him, and you can't do that, because there's no Professor Franklin's trash can in this game.
Nope.
But yeah, as with most robots, weak to lightning, so that makes this one pretty easy to plan for.
The public execution of Avalanche members.
So, watch Tifa's meter when she does Focus Strike. It went down, right? Her meter fills back up when she lands Focused Strike. It causes a pip, but it fills back up almost to a pip's worth again. That refill rate is determined by her speed stat. If you get her speed stat high enough, you can just spam that move over and over and over and over again.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It feels real good.
That's why it doesn't fill the meter as much as the other twos, because if you get an enemy like pressured and they're not able to fight back, you just keep hitting them, and then you can hit her with a limit break as well.
Behold the full potential of the Airbuster!
This seems unnecessary,
Heidegger. It's the
Heidegger.
same thing that happened to me where you did the limit and it did hardly any damage because...
It's fine. At least I got to use it.
Yes.
Damn, all those drones. Time to do your thing, big man.
Watch and learn. Just make
Barrier
sure you
is a spell that reduces incoming physical damage. Just gives you a defensive buff. And I got stuff on both Barret's weapon and Tifa's weapon that increases the duration of buffs by like 10%. So
Excellent.
very useful to put on either of them
Yeah,
right now.
let's go!
Wonder what kind of badass is gonna pop out.
Woo!
It is very funny that they give you this one before this fight for reasons that we'll get to in just a second.
Can they get over to him?
Huh?
Can they get over to him to do damage?
Nope. They can, however, they do have one ability that can reach him out there, and also the Airbuster will occasionally come in to allow himself to be shot like an idiot would do. However, yes, the Moogle does have the ability to throw a bomb. Moogle Blast.
Go nuts.
That is a ranged attack.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, finger lasers incoming.
He volleyballed it.
Even though Barret is stunned, can I pull off a summon instruction? I can. That still counts. Chocobo Kick drastically increases the stagger gauge, or so it says. He wasn't pressured, so it didn't do all that much. But it did more than, just hitting him with other random stuff. Ouch! Got no MP.
Oh man, it's looking pretty dire.
I do think I actually get a character knocked out in this fight. Crazy, I know.
Crazy.
I'm so sorry.
I forgive you, Aiden. 'Tis the season. Goodwill toward men and all that sort of thing.
Saying I look like a man?
Man.
Jesus.
I'm just gonna leave. You guys can do the rest of the playthrough by yourself.
Well, once this video's over, then it's like, well, how do we progress? Now it's pressured.
Yep. Good time to use Focus Strike a lot. Because again,
Do
it just
it.
refills.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Use that Chocobo Kick again.
Because why not?
Because it gets the stagger gauge up. It's too late, Chocobo. You kicked too slow.
Damn.
Finally got a teammate
Yeah,
KO.
no, he didn't. See, look, bam.
Yeah, but he didn't. But he wasn't pressured anymore, so it didn't matter,
right.
Joey.
Yeah, you're completely right.
Oh no, he's gonna use Tank Buster. That's just basically gonna hit somebody at that rate. But it's funny because in the cutscene where you have to be centered in the map for this final attack, Barrett's standing on nothing.
Yep.
That's why I said this was a funny one to get on this fight. Because whoever summons just winds up standing on air during their final cutscene. I think technically any summon will do that though, because it always like sends you to the center of the fight for that final cutscene, and that's designated as the center of the fight for this fight. Ow.
Yeah, this is the first possible fight you can use it for, too, isn't it? Oh man, he's using items in fights?
Yeah, I got no magic left on Cloud. He's got all my magic stuff right now. He's gonna get taken out by a long-range beam, though.
The Tank Buster.
Take the lead.
That's fine. I'll just go over here and punch him while he's distracted. Look, see?
Cloud's alright.
Yeah. Look, now I'll just keep hitting him. I'll just hit him a lot.
He's not a tank, so it didn't buster him.
It's true. Should have been called they called it a Cloud Buster, you know. Then he might have actually gone down forever and not gotten back up.
It's all about the naming.
They did say it was only at 60% operational capacity. Maybe they didn't have time to implement the Cloud Buster move.
I see.
You know, this thing could just like destroy our footing and we'd plummet.
I mean, he did destroy part of the footing with the Tank Buster, and then it gave up after that. That wouldn't be a sportsman-like. That wouldn't be good for the broadcast later, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Just letting them fall to their death is not entertaining TV.
Nah, it wouldn't be.
You ready?
It's good, girl. Oh, I see.
We don't have long to get clear.
Take Tifa and get out of here.
I was wrong about you.
This ain't the end of the line for you or me.
Cloud!
Come on!
Nice! Well...
That was nice.
It's a nice attempt, Cloud. Alrighty. And that's that episode. Are you guys energy-wise okay to do another one of these?
I don't want to leave it there, for sure.
All right.
I feel like that is a shit place to stop, Jacob.